Games, board games. I might be talking about board games, but I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off this streaming with a little bit of singing, and I guess this is a very quick show. Hello to Xate and Johan, who I know. I'm going to ask you for a short while. What are some of the things that make you smile? Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good whatever it is, wherever you are. It's 10 a.m. ish UK time. Time for Busy Beats and Board Game Blether. And today I want to ask what makes you smile. Um, yeah, truth is, it's just not a good mental health day for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just want to ask you. Um, I was trying to rack my brain thinking what to ask, and it's just what makes you smile, what gets you out of bed, you know. Yeah, let me know. And I guess I'll talk about recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. So, yesterday I managed to make some rice. That was nice. I bought a whole lot of chocolate. Went out. Managed to get myself out just to the shop, which is to well, depends how you count. It's basically 1.5 blocks away. I bought Ritter Sport White Mango Peach, which is very nice with crunchy bits in it, passion fruit, and I've got this one, cherry and almond, which is basically like Bakewell tarts. Yeah, but I managed to cook rice. I cooked rice with tea in it. So I cooked rice and then I put tea bags on it to see what it would look like. That seemed interesting. It was actually quite nice. Tea Earl Grey flavored rice. Is that a thing? I mean, I feel like it could be a thing. It was actually pleasant to eat. But yeah, I'm just yeah, that's pretty much it. Um It says I always put turmeric in my rice. It makes it pretty. Yeah, it's one of the most colourful things around, for sure. And it's also stained stuff turmeric. I'm not sure I've got any turmeric here. I tend to put a bit of cumin and paprika. I put cumin and paprika and salt in also, but then I could still taste a tiny bit of tea. I did put 2 tea bags in. Cheerful's guard says friends make me smile. That's a lovely thing to say. And yeah, um, for sure, if I'm heading out and there's friends, and it's obviously lovely to see you both. Um, yeah, and it's a weird one because we kind of met at Spiel, but then I didn't know who you were until afterwards, and then it feels like we spent less time together than we did because I didn't know. But it was lovely to see you. And Stream Element says, my guests are brilliant. Yeah, that's true. And also, people watching are also brilliant. Jayful's Guard says, tea and rice is a thing now. Sure. Yeah. But was it already a thing? Like, have you ever heard of that before? I feel like it should be a thing. Anyway, brilliant thing, brilliant thing. What's a little thing which is brilliant? I guess tasting new things. Spices in general. I mean, yeah, spices because they just seep in flavour and it's something to take notice of. I'm going to say comment, ask questions, but this is going to be um more of a quick show. I'm basically just going to finish up in a couple of minutes. I don't feel like I can yeah. talk for long today, and I do apologise. I just wanted to say hello because I felt like if I totally cancelled today, that would be worse. Um, but yes, if you've got any questionably quick questions, I don't normally do that section anymore, but please do ask. Um, but I mean, people can be around as much as they want. Anyway, if you've got any questionably quick questions, questionably quick questions is the next section. It's not an interrogation, just the questionably quick questions section. If you've got any questionably quick questions. Otherwise, my question to you is question of the day. Question of the day. Here's a little question before we go on our way. Question of the day is, yeah, just what I asked. What's something that gets you out of bed in the morning? What's something that makes you smile? Um, I guess a feeling of obligation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Um, having to pee. That's not a good answer, is it? But yeah. Do I have a favourite tree? Oh, I feel like someone's asked that before, probably Xate. But I'm going to say probably the tree where I met Jessica Jane Sankey, because we actually met up a tree. Um, and yeah, that was nice. After a bunch of people were listening to live music, some people said, "Hey, let's go to the park and climb a tree." And I was okay. Let me follow these people. I've got nothing else to do. And then yeah, I followed people, and then I went up a tree, and Jess was up that tree. So that was a nice memory. Also, there's one at the top of Pollock Park in Glasgow. In Pollock Park, there's a tree right at the top of a hill. It's not a big hill, I mean, but if you've been to Pollock Country Park, you probably know where it is. And it's surrounded with 4 paths leading up to it. And as a child, I used to climb up. That's nice. Hello, Elaine. This is going to be a very quick show, so ask me questions, otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye. And the question of the day is what makes you smile and what makes you get out of bed in the morning? J. Foolsguard says being hungry gets them out of bed and sometimes to pee. Yeah, it doesn't feel great, like, when that's the main thing. You being here makes me smile. Yeah. Like, I mean, Elaine and also you and Xates and Johan and anyone else. And also, honestly, like, sometimes, um, the briefest encounters, like when someone kind of says something or makes contact in a way that I don't like. If it's, hey, how are you? For me, that's like a big question. I don't like that. I mean, if someone's like, hey, how are you doing? That's a big emotional kind of thing to say, yeah, I've got this going on and that's going on, and I'm more scared about that, and I'm scared about that. But yeah. Um, but yeah, someone just saying, hey, that looks cool. That's really nice. Um, Actually, you know what? I completely forgot an actual highlight. I think I'm allowed to say that Dave Salisbury from Fanboy Free messaged me yesterday, and Dave Salisbury said that they wanted to buy more games because they bought some games from me about a month ago, and apparently they've been selling well, and they said honestly they've been going great. So that was lovely to hear. I mean, it doesn't mean that the people have enjoyed them, but I guess it means that either some people heard some good things about the games and then they bought them, or maybe some people just liked the way they looked on the front, or maybe some people, thought, oh wow, this game's clearly done by an independent game designer. It doesn't even have a barcode. Let's take pity on them. I don't know. But yeah. So that was highlights. And then I told Dave that I was feeling a bit rough. And Dave sent me a lovely message saying that I was a nice person. So, anyway, I haven't read the Tea Dragon Society. I've heard of it. I've not had a chance to read it. I mean, if you've got a something that you're willing to send me digitally, then my no, it only if it's very short. My email is stuffbybez@gmail.com if you think it'll make me smile. And apparently Elaine hasn't ever made Sate get out of bed. Anyway, I'm sorry for the downer, but everyone, what makes you smile? Let me know. And over to you. What are you up to? You can share button if you want to. Um, I mean, I didn't do half of the stuff that I wanted to do yesterday. Um, so today, I just feel overwhelmed and yeah, I feel like realistically I'm just going to go back to bed and yeah, back to sleep and try to see if I can yeah, face stuff. And I think my real realization is, in case you're unaware, I really hate drawing and I don't like doing art. It's just like afterwards, I'm like, oh, that was a thing I did, and that makes me smile. So I don't actually, not sure I enjoy the process these days, which is kind of sad. But I kind of, anyway, I'm sorry for, yeah. Tomorrow, I'm sure whatever happens, like either I'll have sorted out my stuff for today or I won't have, but either way, I'll be going to playtest, and that will be what I'm doing tomorrow, and I'll be. Fridays are always a good day, basically, so yeah. Elaine says it's a bit specific, but it really makes me smile when I meet a dog and the owner says they're not friendly, and then they come up to me tail wagging. That's a lovely thing. Um, I pretty much already answered this question as best as I can, but for now, yeah. I mean, being with people, I guess. Yeah, hugs. But only like when I'm hugging like a small number of people, because if it's a large number of people, like at a convention, that's obviously not great because then, you know, you know, it becomes a super spreader event, which is why I do the elbow dance at conventions. But yeah, if it's just like me meeting like two people, then we get to hug, and that's really nice. Being with people, like regardless of the number, I guess when I say being with people, I mean being with people who are kind and not judging me in a harsh way. Like, I don't mind people judging me when I'm going playtesting and judging my games and saying, hey, this part of this game is rubbish, or this is a bit boring, or this is disappointing, because that's what I go there for. And I'm mature enough as a game designer to remember that my games are not me. But, when people refuse to dance with me because of whatever reason, and presumably it's because of yeah, obviously that doesn't make me smile. Anyway, yeah, being around people. Thank you very much. Xate says the smell of sheets. Um, yeah, that was at Terracon 2020. And Xate says, it gets into logistics if you're hugging more than two people at a time. Arm around one arm around the other. How are we hugging the rest? Leg hug. Getting hard to balance, and then someone else joins. And thank you, Jean. And yeah, I guess that's it. Um, thank you very much. So that's pretty much it. Recap and wrap up before we finish up. I guess. Sorry. Like I said at the start, Today's not a good mental health day. Yeah. That's that's pretty much it. That's all I can do today. That's me. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Thank you, Jean. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. I just noticed this thing from Stream Elements. Maybe I'll draw a cat. If you draw a cat, share it in the Discord. Maybe I will draw a cat, I don't know. Yeah. Thank you very much and lots of love. Bye bye.